Number 27 says solve x squared minus 8x minus 9 equals 0 algebraically. So they want us to solve this quadratic equation and get the roots or the zeros or the x-intercepts. Now, if I see something that looks like this, where it's a quadratic and it's set equal to 0 and it's in standard form, what I always do first is check to see if it's factorable, because factoring is the easiest way to solve a quadratic function. The way I check to see if it's factorable is I ask myself, what are the factors of -9 that add up to -8? And when I think about that, the only factors of 9 that I can think of that would ever really add up to 8 are 1 and 9. And since I can think of two nice whole numbers that fit this criteria, I'm definitely going to try to factor this guy. So I'm going to make my box. X squared goes here, -9 goes here. X times x gives me x squared. The b term, -8x, is going to go right here. And I found my factors to be 1 and 9. Now, if 9 is negative, that means they have to have different signs. And if -8x is the middle term, that means the bigger number has to be negative. So now I'm going to double check my answers. Does positive x minus 9x equal -8x? It sure does. Therefore, these pieces become my factors. It's still set equal to 0. And then now I'm going to do zero product rule, which is where I draw my little chart and I set each monomial factor equal to 0. This enables me to find the x values that make the entire quadratic function equal 0. So I'm going to do I'm going to add 9 to both sides. And I'll get x equals 9 there. Then I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and I'm going to get x equals -1 there. I have two solutions. I'm going to write them as solutions in curly brackets, and I'm done. Now let's look at the second part. It says, explain the first step you used to solve the given equation. I factored the trinomial.